Hey everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I'm doing the Vampire Lovers episode 8 this evening. So we are going to see what comes up with this episode. Seems like it's been a while since the last episode, and I've done a couple little breakthrough vampire energy readings, like the Halloween, I think it was, and it was a special, and the Blood Moon reading. So that being said, we're going to see what episode 8 is going to bring us. And it'll go from, let's see, probably late February, early March. So this is when they usually go about 3 months or a little longer than 3 months in duration. So it'll be a little bit past the 3-month mark for the next one. So focusing on Vampire Lovers episode 8. Archangel Michael to guide, protect our time and space, and getting our message for the Vampire Lovers. And we have gatherings, 17. Gather, gather, festive witches, spark of joy and drink to wishes. Take one, give two, celebrating all blisses. 17 is the star card in the tarot, and I see the full moon energy there. So let's read the gatherings. Exchange gifts, festivity is the key word. So exchange gifts, festivity. For our ancestors, every day became a celebration of life. For our ancestors, every day became a celebration of life. We have lost the drive for survival in this way. Today, social media and the hustle are all main priorities, so much so that it's easy to forget the joy of festivity and celebrate how precious life is. Times may be different than for our ancestors, but that doesn't mean times aren't hard for us too. Lean on your community for support. They are there to lift your spirits when you're down, to celebrate your wins, and to love you just because you exist. This card invites you to spend time with your community, call on your friends and family, or go out and build new relationships. Receiving this card is also a strong sign that 2 is better than 1. Partnerships are favored. 2 or more people will bring a much stronger chance of success in your situation. Additionally, this card tends to come to a reading when large gatherings such as weddings and births are imminent. This message is more significant if you also have pulled the merriment card, which we have not. I'm trying to see what is under. Nope, it's not the merriment card. But it is saying 2 partnerships are favored. 2 or more people will bring a much stronger chance of success. And weddings, large gatherings, and births are imminent. So that is positive for the opening of our Vampire Lovers reading. I also want to get an angel. I think in the last episode I pulled an angel. I want to get an angel vibe. I want to get a spirit of darkness and light who is with us and assisting us. So let's see what angel is going to be connecting with our next 3 months or so, a little longer, for our energies. So there may be a gathering or a get together, and we have gentleness, and I like seeing this undercurrent here. I'm going to show it because I think this came up in a reading I just did. Oh, I think it was Yemaya. Take your power back. Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So there's like a magician energy here too, and a solar chakra. Gentleness, though. Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So it could be these people that you are connected with or gathering with. You may get together and see your counterpart over the next 30 or more days. It's not 30. 90 or more. It's a little over 90 days that I do these. And or you may see them or connect with them in a gathering of people is what I'm getting from this card. Full moons are coming up is important. And there is snow on this tree. So December is the cold moon. So December's full moon, or any moon, full moon, I guess, in the winter. But the gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon is coming up as helping bring gentleness to the energy of the connection, which I like seeing as well. Focusing on what spirit of darkness and light is with connection. What spirit of darkness and light is helping with the episode 8 energies of the counterparts. Oh, and that one went flying. I like it. Spirit of the cross, burden, hardship, lessons. Undercurrent is spirit of the past, nostalgia, aching, old flame. And I'm going to take the top one. Spirit of communication, love letter, email, text, phone call. So for me, spirit of the cross to me is our connection to spirit, and something that can never, like if I see the cross in like the Lenormand, it's something that can't be broken. Here it's saying burden, hardships, lessons. So any burdens or hardships in the connection that you've endured in the past, there may be communication, there may be gentler energy, there may be a coming together and discussing it. However, was it yesterday's? I did Yimei reading, and there was a lot about past life. Spirit of the past, nostalgic, aching, old flame. So there's definitely, and I see the little bits of red too. I'm really being drawn to the red. There's definitely maybe hardships from the past, in this life or past life, lessons that needed to be, learned from the past. But again, there's email, so they're helping with communication. They're helping with past or past life, or the feeling of nostalgia, yearning, or aching, it says, old flame. All these energies are coming up, but there is a gentler energy around the connection as well. And the take your power back. Take back your power. So let's see what the vampires got to say. What do they want to say about episode 8, Spirit, episode 8. I just really get a sense here with these two, like again, like yesterday's Yemaya reading, a tie to the past, a bond or a, for me, like I said, the cross is something that you can't, something that can never be taken from us. Our spirit, our connection to our spiritual path, our spirituality cannot be taken from us, from anyone. No one can take that belief from us, our knowing, our understanding, our connection. So it's something that can't be always with us. So I'm just getting that. There's maybe going to be communication about that tie to the past, or something coming up for some that are connecting to this reading and resonating. So focusing on energies. Okay, so the first one is Fang 1, how your partner sees you, he's watching or they're watching. I don't want to be gender specific. And King of Wands. So this is how your partner sees you. And the King of Wands is a fiery, passionate energy. So I feel like they're seeing you as, I'm going to say the word activated. I don't know why I want to say the word activated. King of Wands is a card of inspiration. He's a fiery leader, not fearful, and action and goal oriented as well. So these are the energies that they're seeing you in. Also, this is a man on the card, so they could be also seeing you a bit in your masculine energy. A bit, I don't want to say fired up, but, a king, a ruler, someone that knows what they want, where they're going, but also somebody that has responsibilities. So there's an aspect of that energy too. A king as a ruler has responsibilities of his kingdom, of his land, right? So there's that sense coming through with this as well. But I'm going to read from the booklet, as I always do, to bring up more messages. And it says, testing your bravery. Do you fear vampires? Anyway, you shouldn't fear me. I won't bite you. And even instead, I bring you good news. I am pure energy soul, and I have a clear vision of what I want my world to be. I do not use night to destroy. I use it to create. I hate boredom. I hate daily routine, and I only drink the blood of the weak and the coward. But for the brave at heart, I offer my support and strong arm. I want you to stand tall and to never allow doubt to interfere. You can achieve your goal and you can manifest your dream. I know you can, but you have to stay focused on the long-term view. So they're seeing you as someone focused on a long-term view. And if you have to choose between biting or being bitten, then in response, just show your teeth. Pure energy, leading vision, charisma, concentration, long-term. So they see you as somebody that is not a coward. You're not weak. You are not someone that is... well, I guess it just goes along with being... it's like you're not in a vulnerable position. And this is somebody that is... I'm getting a sense of boundaries too, because it says... never allow doubt to interfere. So you're not being vulnerable. You're not doubtful. It's like you know what you want. And you have like priorities. There's a sense of prioritizing, and your priorities are set. You're focused on a long-term view. It's like you're not easily distracted or deterred is the kind of feeling that's kind of coming up from that as well. But a lot of energy. So they can really feel your energy because this is pure energy, charisma. So they see you as charismatic, and they can sense your energy is really strong. And you're like on your game. I'm getting like you're on your game and you're not being thrown off easily off your path or what it is that you want right now. So you may have set a clear boundary, or they're just seeing you very focused and determined as well. And it says, I bring you good news. So you may have given them some good news or brought good energy. Anyway, you shouldn't fear me. I don't bite you. So they know, they're seeing you as you're not fearing them. They know, there's no fear there. And that I bring you good news. So I feel like you may have also brought them some good news as of late. Or they see you as an ability to bring them good news. How your partner feels for you. And does he have a heart? And we have 10 of Pentacles. So this is also long-term. This is valued. Yes, I feel like your person has a heart. And I feel like it's, I feel a sense with the 10 of Pentacles. I feel the sense of value. And gosh, what is the word that wants to come up intuitively? I just want to look at the card and kind of read it just from the visual. Almost gives me the sense of almost like she's holding that red thread, and it gives me the vibe of like the three fates, and I think that's on this deck. It's on the 10 of Pentacles, or the Wheel of Fortune. So but how they feel for you. Gosh, how do I want to phrase it? I want to say the word value. They value you, but it's so much deeper than that. It's so much like I don't want to say like, let me see what the book says, but there is this deep sense of, I want to say respect and value, like they value you and respect you long term, like a treasure, like they treasure you, like they would be their legacy kind of energy. It's like if they have built a legacy, that's how they see you. It's like there's something they built that was very valuable. That's what they see and feel it with for you. So they sense that the value that you have. You're about to enter my territory, which is of gold and wealth. See my imposing crown. It embodies the state of accomplishment and completion that is finally mine after a long journey. I fought hard, but now I can rest and enjoy my prosperity. I am a queen at peace. This is the Ten of Pentacles, and it says, I am a queen at peace. So they also feel that for you, that you, perhaps are a queen or his queen, and having had reached a level of satisfaction. Because it embodies the state of, see my imposing crown, it embodies the state of accomplishment and completion that is finally mine after a long journey. I fought hard, but now I can rest and enjoy my prosperity. I'm a queen at peace. I want my children and all my subjects to share my wealth. I want to be their provider, and I want to give them a future of milk and honey. As for you, I predict that everything will work out in a wonderful way. You will meet success, and you, like me, will become a provider for all your clan. Completion, abundance, wealth, accomplishment, family, enjoying and sharing the goal of success. So they see like family, like one of, like, again, there's that sense of perhaps past life, like connected to them through, maybe DNA, maybe there's something conscious or unconscious there that they sense. But they see a lot of, and feel a lot of abundance for you. But there is this sense, like the word accomplishment, it's like provider, so they want to provide for you too. But they want to provide for you, but I feel like they know that like they don't have to provide. It's like not a dependency or a codependent energy. And so because of that, it just is. There's a non-attachment kind of feeling to that. So there is a lot of beautiful energy here in how your partner is feeling for you. They're feeling that sense of protector. And it's like when I feel into like not a protector, gosh, it's kind of taking me back to, what reading was that I did? I don't know, that started, I think it had the family card. I just was doing it because I used this deck. Can't remember. Oh, I think it was December Love Story. So you may want to catch it because it has that same vibe. They feel like for you, like they feel like I don't want to say a father figure. They feel responsible for you, like a responsibility to you. That's what it is, like but not in like a fatherly way, but like in a husbandry way. Like they give a sense of responsibility for you, to you, not for you. Like they're not responsible for you, but they have a sense of responsibility to you. And you're like connected to them like family, like you're one of their energies, like one and the same kind of feeling, like tribe or clan, that kind of feeling. It's like, it's hard to put a real, like just one word on it, but the feeling that's coming through, it's like a family, responsibility. To be like a provider or a protector to you as well. So there's a deep instinctual want to provide for you is coming through. But they also see you're a queen at peace and you are wearing this crown. So this is almost like what I had said, and Empress. Like they see you as Empress, like they would see you as this beautiful woman with this crown, knowing her value, knowing her place, and that's how they're feeling for you, and feeling that responsibility, like family kind of responsibility to you. It's hard to kind of put like a yeah, like they're your husband. They want to kind of take care of you. They see you and they're feeling that way for you. Like they want to take that role. That's how they're feeling for you. Because this is, do they have a heart? What do they feel? And so it's that deep want to kind of like connect in that way, or to share that feeling with you. So it's like a treasure. They feel like you're a treasure that they want to protect and grow with. That's what they're feeling for you. Drop of blood. Number 3. Drop of blood. You and your partner as a couple, a blend of energies. And it is 5 of Cups. So together, the both of you, this is something that's going on for the both of you the same. Like you're mirroring in this spot. So 5 of Cups is a card of, emotional disappointments, sadness, grief, that kind of thing. And I'm seeing a mermaid here, so it's the water energy. Yamayai energy coming up there. Let me see. And then the storm came. I've lost it all. I thought it would always be sunny in my life, but then the storm came and broke everything down. My love is sailing away, and despite my efforts, I can't gain back what is gone. I fear the sun will never shine upon me again. Future holds nothing but a sad story for me. Though if I listen to the waves, maybe I'd feel less bitter. Learn from your mistakes, leave the past behind, focus on what is still yours, and move on. And that's what they seem to tell. I can grieve eternally on what I lost, or I can hope for a new beginning. The choice is mine, and it's yours too. What will you choose? Loss, sadness, regrets, self-pity, pessimism, lesson to learn. So I feel like we have that. Could be with this. So this is lessons too. So you're both right now, the drop of blood, mix of energy. You're both in this sadness and regret. So something may have happened that you're both regretting, an emotional something. There's a bit of feeling of loss, of self-pity, that kind of energy. But 5s for me are also change. So it can be that you are looking to bring about a change to an emotional disappointment. There is some emotional disappointment and an inability perhaps to fully connect emotionally right now. And so there's some sense of self-pity in regards to emotional realm. I feel like you're both in that same space. So you may be mirroring each other with that right now. So maybe you can't fully share or express emotions and you're like in self-pity about it, or there's something there with emotional loss right now. Garlic. Are there any outside energies affecting your relationship that you need to defend energies from? And it is King of Cups. So for some, this could be another man. If it's not another person specifically, this is the energy of emotional maturity, right? Full emotional maturity. And again, coming off this card of the 5 of Cups, this can be about like really being able to embody and express the emotion that is running through it, because you can see the gold lighting up the veins on this one. So it's got to do with emotional mastery and embodying and expressing emotions fully, from what I'm gathering. So it's not so much a person. For some, this can literally be a person, but mostly it's just this, or not just this, but inability to fully embody those emotions. Being a king, I had to find balance between my intellect and my feelings. The point was not to express emotions, it was to master them with kindness and compassion. My heart is alive, I feel its golden arteries sending me messages, and I know how and when to hear them. Whenever strong feelings come to me, I explore them lucidly, but I never let them run over me. I can counsel my subjects because I understand the mechanisms of human souls. This emotional stability makes my strength. It's also the only way to bring peace inside and around me. Time has come for you to do exactly the same and to become the master of your own emotions. This is my will, so be it. Controlled emotions, compassion, loyalty, maturity, diplomacy. So I feel like it's controlled emotions. Literally, that's what really popped out at me. Just to simplify it, what to defend against is controlled emotions, your own and theirs. I feel like, especially with this Five of Cups, there's a holding back or a need for some reason for both, because you're both in this, feeling of loss because of it. You're at a loss about what to do with emotions. So you're controlling your emotions, which means they're there, but you can't express them fully the way you'd like to, is what I'm getting. Or there's an inability to, for whatever reason. Gosh darn it, this is... Okay, so controlled emotions is what to defend against. So if it's you holding back emotions, you may want to start expressing your emotions or showing emotions or trying to, or what have you. And you may find, because this is a place where you mirror, it's showing. If you're feeling that, it's being mirrored. And so like if you would start to like leak out some emotions or start to express or show feelings, I feel like you would be met with the same, because you can see there down here the water flowing. I feel like that energy coming up. It's like holding back a dam, right? Like the dam is going to burst, right? So it's like trying to control it, hold it back. That's what you need to defend against, because it's holding things back, keeping things in, and that makes things confusing or darker or what have you. And confusing. You're uncertain. When you're uncertain about how others feel, that makes things, in a relationship very confusing. So number 5, stake. Stake to the heart, what will happen next in this relationship? And it is King of Pentacles. Man, there's a lot of kings. We have 3 kings. Oh, isn't that funny? That's like the 3 wise men. I just got that just now when I said 3 kings. I heard that I had 3 wise men. That is so cute for Christmas. Okay, I like how Santa, he makes his appearance in the readings. King of Pentacles. So let me just see. Again, there's that sense of responsibility, right? That I felt with how they felt for you. He's sitting here. He's just like hanging out. I see the castle in the past, in the background, and for me, castle is also a symbol of past life again. So I don't know what it is, if it's coming from within me or what, but a lot of past life energy is like coming out in the last few readings. I feel it here. But it's tied into their feelings with this 10 of Pentacles. This is family. This is, all the things that make up a family structure. And that family card was in the love story for December. So you may want to catch it, because it kind of vibing in with this. I keep thinking about that. They're sitting here. They're sitting on it. I feel like, I don't know. Let me see what the card says. I'm hearing the word building. So there's practicality, there's responsibility, perhaps building foundations, protecting what is built, but it's really building on this 10 of Pentacles. So no matter what's happening or not happening, the feeling and the energy is still there of that structure and home and family structure, and how I explained that feeling back here is still there, and it's growing, and it's being taken control of. It's like, yeah, it's again like that family card that was in that other reading. Same feeling, like like head of the house kind of thing. Let me see, King of Okay. From my golden palace, come, my friends, come. In here, there's plenty of everything for everyone. A lot has been given to me that I can give back now. I am a gold maker. It seems I attract money. I have this particular knack for creating profitable businesses. I do not, so do not be afraid to take some of my coins. Prosperity is not a struggle anymore for me. I want to enjoy life in its many pleasures. If you wish to follow my steps, you must develop your magnetism and use your skills in the most efficient ways. Do not scatter yourself in too many directions. Do not take inappropriate risks. Work strategically, meticulously, work until it pays off. You will then be able to enjoy the fruits of your efforts. Abundance, ambition, stability, shared wealth, security, prosperity, pragmatism, and responsibility. So there is nothing negative happening. I don't know. Let me just read. There's inviting energy. And it says, come, my friends, come. In here, there's plenty for everyone. So there's a sense of surety. What's going to happen next is a sense of surety, like not coming from lack. Because a five of cups is a card of fives are like kind of lack energy mentality. No one's winning, that kind of energy. But there's a sense of surety, an ability to provide. Provider energy is coming up here again. Like there's an invitation. If you want, they know they can deliver the energy. So I feel like there could be a bit of healing. This is not a cup card, but there is there's so much sense of responsibility, abundance. So they're not feeling insecure. They're not feeling like they can't fulfill their role in the connection, because I want to read this in regards to like the connection. It's like, I'm here, I'm sturdy, I'm stable, I'm here. It's like they want to maybe build trust, or there is a state, like a foundation being built, that kind of energy. It's like, I'm just here, you know what I mean? Like, so do not be afraid to take some of my coins, because like they know they have, I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about energy, and because what's going to happen in the relationship. There could be something with their work involved, for sure, for certain, but they're feeling good, they're feeling strong. The connection feels good, it feels strong, it feels like it's being built more on practical, solid foundation. Energy is not scattered in too many directions, and do not take inappropriate risks. There's not a lot of risks being taken that aren't, it's like following by the rules, doing things the right way, building on that energy. So I don't feel like a lot of rash energy. I don't feel things negative. I feel it's just very practical, building stable, secure energy. It's like, I'm here, like I'm here, I'm not going anywhere kind of feeling. There's just like that kind of reliability energy, because I said it's building on what they feel for you, and like they're standing in that energy, or the connection standing in that energy. So it's a good energy to see. So the next one is holy water. What spiritual growth does this partnership bring to you? And it is Page of Cups. So that to me is like a lot of empathy, compassion. Page of Cups can be apologetic as well. Let me just read from the booklet. Page of Cups, and it says, I am a nocturnal mermaid. You may wonder, it says, from an ocean of wonders. I am a nocturnal mermaid. You may wonder if I'm real. I am. As real as the bursting creative energy inside you. I spring out from the water to bring you good news. This is a time of wonders for you. Expect the unexpected. Let your intuition and your artistic gifts rule. The skulls around me are not men I've led to death by my singing. They represent the symbolic death of those who do not listen to their hearts, those who've stopped dreaming. I want you to be romantic, youthful, inspired, and free, just as I am. Dream a magic dream and make it happen. Dare to dream, dare to love, dare to swim with me in the flow of hope and inspiration. Only there can the treasures of bliss be found. And again, the word treasures, which was the feeling too that came up in this Ten of Pentacles as well. Bright imagination, creativity, romantic feelings, wonderfulness of the heart. So it's to really connect to the heart. Spiritual growth does this partnership bring to you? It's a reminder to listen to your heart. Because the skulls represent those who did not listen to their hearts, those who stopped dreaming. So keep dreaming. Be a romantic, be a creative. Don't lose that magic pretty much. And I like that for the Christmas reading too. So, but you want to hamper that. Like we can get too far into fantasy or, unrealistic thinking. But then too, we can be tainted by that and be hurt, and then we won't allow ourselves to dream. So I feel like the growth is to bring a balance into that kind of energy, realistic dreaming, right? Allow yourself to have that hope and inspiration and creativity, following your heart, and bringing a balance between that unrealistic fantasizing and the realistic bright imagination and creativity, reconnecting to romantic feelings and wonderness of the heart. So like a reconnection to the heart in a healthy way, like to not get rid of, but kind of clear out or cleanse the unrealistic fantasizing, right? And bring a more realistic, especially on the heels of this one. And sometimes we see a progression, in the reading. So coming on the heels of the King of Pentacles, this is a realistic dream. You know what I mean? What does this realistically look like? Or what is it realistically going to unfold like? But there are good things within that practical unfolding versus the fantasy and all the things, that you can envision that aren't going to happen or is not going to be in the way that you thought. But there is something that's going to happen in 3D, right? And so it's going to unfold maybe a little bit different than your mind thought, but it doesn't mean it's any, it's not good, right? So it's to bring a balance. I feel like the spiritual growth is to bring that healthy balance into what that looks like in the 3D, how it's going to be on a practical everyday progression forward, and enjoy that, really enjoy that emotional aspect of how things are unfolding. And so the delusional fantasy, that kind of thing, having cleared that out and maybe starting over with the practical fantasy. And there's a difference there. It's like a reality fantasy versus completely delusional fantasy. That's the message that I'm kind of gleaning from that. But also to remember to follow your heart. And don't stop dreaming. Let your intuition and your artistic gifts rule. And artistic gifts are psychic gifts too, as well. So there's the growth in that energy. So the next one is, and I think this is the last placement. Sunrise, advice from the vampires. Will this last? Well, I changed this spread. So this last one, I don't have that. I don't look at this as if lasts forever, ever. Eternal love does last, and all there is love. So that would be like, irrelevant. So I have this one as the sunrise, from advice from the vampire's guidance for the path ahead, and just general guidance from the vampire council on this love. And it is the Queen of Swords. So we're gonna just pull this up. I see that flames around her there. Queen of Swords. Again, there's that sense of the way we're thinking, right? Queen of Swords. But I want to read it as guidance from the Vampire Council. The sword being my scepter, the sword I hold reminds me to not get caught in swirling emotions. And so that is a bit of that, like I said, coming off this card. It's the swirling emotions, getting carried away, right, with in the moment, and letting it have you make unrealistic decisions and things that are going to be setbacks or not going to be beneficial to you long term, because as you know, your partner was seeing you as something long term and very valuable, and so you get caught in whimsy and things that are not grounded. That's not good. So the sword I hold reminds me to not get caught in swirling emotions. It protects me from my overwhelming feelings, right? I want to keep my ability to judge things or people without being sentimental. I care about my subjects, but you won't find me being indulgent with them for all that. Okay, I care about my subjects, but you won't find me being indulgent with them for all that. If you want to sit by me, you have to show the same capacity for letting your intelligence and reasons be your guide. Save your empathy or compassion for later. This is not what I want you to be focused on today. To please me, you rather must use your logic and common sense. I want you to be frank and efficient in words and deeds. Softness or sentimentality are not my queenness, is not what my queenness is about. Independence, clear judgment, controlled emotions, logic, straight honesty. So I feel like the guidance is to be, completely honest is one thing, is the last word that came up there. But again, it's that sense of, I don't know if I'm explaining it in the way I want to, or it's coming to me. There has to be a practical plan. There has to be, you're not letting your partner kind of sway you with emotions or, carry you away with, passions or things that are unrealistic. And so it says, if you want to sit by me, you have to show the same capacity of letting your intelligence and reason be your guide. So like we have to get on this like wavelength. We have to be on like the same page with our thoughts and thinking and a practical plan. I do feel like they are on board for that because of these cards that came up here. But it's this is guidance for you. So this is a reminder to you, for you to save your empathy and compassion for later. And it's not to be that you can't be compassionate. It's not to be that you can't have those feelings, but it's like a little bit, right? It's not like a tidal wave. It's like a little drop, right? It's not like whoosh, and bowl you over. So it's to kind of like bring things more into balance and come at things from a practical, level-headed way, to keep the energy more grounded, and that way it can grow, right? So there is a real practicality here. There's real energy here, and I really like seeing that. So save your empathy for later, and compassion for later. This is not what I want you to be focused on. To please me, so this is like for you. So for your partner to please you, you rather must use your logic and common sense. So you want them to use their logic and common sense. So it's like if it doesn't make logic, if it's not logical thinking, if it doesn't even make common sense, then don't, like, let's not even discuss that, right? So it's like to come at things practically. I want you to be frank and efficient in words and deed. So you need them to be efficient in words and deeds. So their words and their deeds need to match. So what they're telling you and doing need to match up, and you need to kind of keep to that. And I felt that bit of with the fiery energy, how they're seeing you. This could have been a fiery boundary, because, you know, King of Wands too can be aggressive. There is a sense of aggression here too. So not that you need to use anger or anything like that, but there is a practical energy within those two as well. So hopefully I got my point across there. You understand what I'm saying with that. But I do see good energy. I do see things kind of balancing out. They're not like overly emotional. I feel like emotions are, becoming more under control, like the emotions that can kind of carry you away, but they may not be being expressed. And I feel like that there kind of needs to be worked on, controlling emotions, not expressing them, holding back emotions that, need let out. So there needs to be like a balance, like a checkpoint, like this needs to be brought back, reined back in, and this needs to be expressed, and everything kind of needs to come into balance. And I feel like that's what's happening, energetically and in the 3D over the next 3 months or so. So our superpower for this time is the Five of Wands. And I'm going to read from that. At first I thought that was the Six of Cups. I was like, oh my gosh. Another five too. Five of Wands. The bridge of sorrow. Between him and me, there's only conflict, emptiness, and fault. We can't understand each other anymore. We have irreconcilable points of views. You may wonder if this man is my father or my brother, my lover, my friend, but that's not the point. We had this project together, but now all things are blocked. We were competitors when we should be a team. I wish we could go home, make some hot tea, sit at a table, and start a calm discussion to solve the problem. But is it still possible? Will we be able to find a solution that brings prejudice to no one? I don't know. What about you? What are you doing on this bridge of sorrow? Conflict, tension, confrontation, need to discuss and define a win-win strategy. So working on your superpower for this is working on, bringing a win-win situation out of these energies that are fluctuating. It's like too many emotions are not being expressed and held back. Too many fantasy kind of thinking and non-practical things are going on, and pushing the energy this way and that way. So everything kind of needs to come into alignment, and you need to have the energy to bring that into balance. And so I definitely feel that here with this, or bring a change to that. So that is your superpower in making that happen, and having that ability to sit down and have a practical emotional kind of energy, and not to get into a competition, not to, just like to kind of see we're working together, not against each other. It's like you have, you may have one need and they have another, and instead of like working together to get those needs met for both, there may be competition and kind of a struggle there. So that is the message that I'm getting from Spirit on that. And I like how we had the three kings in this reading, so the three wise men kind of energy when I saw it, and then we had the spirit. I just want to kind of go back, the spirit of communication. So there will be communication, talking about the past issues and burdens, and we do see that this is getting worked out. There is a gentleness and a coming together. So for some, you may see your counterpart over the next episode. Full moon energy is important over the winter months, and there is a gentle gathering. If not, physically, there is a gentle gathering and coming together of the energies, as I described in the reading as I went through it. But we do have good energy in this reading and good movement. So angel blessings to everyone, oceans of love, and yeah, I will be back soon for my Santa at the Sea and my New Year energy reading. So stay tuned for those as well. Angel blessings, oceans of love, happy holidays.